Bulletproof Radio, a state of high performance.
What do you do to deal with your anxiety when you don't have everything tracked in a system?
But this is another topic. Okay, for me, anxiety, it's a meaning of I need to connect more with my body. So anxiety is the more I put focus on my senses, the more it's like I feel better. And
that's a big hack for everyone listening right there. So the anxiety is in the body, right? It's not in the mind, right?
Yeah. So it's like, we all know like Porges, sympathetic, parasympathetic work. And, we can start to talk about this and all this subject of, anxiety by itself.
Okay. Well, I don't want to take you off your previous track there, but I caught that. And I think that's worth noting for people. It's okay if you don't know where some stuff is. You don't have to feel anxiety if that happens. Yeah. But having a system that tracks it typically reduces anxiety, or at least reduces missed opportunity. So there you go.
But then when the system is inside of you and you actually can connect to your body, this is what I did. It's basically, instead of sitting on David Allen getting things done, and I respect David Allen, but in order to make it work, I need to sit on the computer. Now, I don't really, I'm a computer person. I don't like to sit on the computer. I learned, if something you learn about being like in software engineer, and this is something every software engineer will tell you. They hate the computer. We don't like to sit in front of the computer. And then the phone, it's even a night. It's even worse. So I like to connect to my body. I like to develop my body. I like to connect to my emotion. I like to connect to people. Where the computer so as if it's like embodying information can really open up other things. You can be with a project and be now like Tai Chiing, I don't know, being swimming. Now, then the realization is, and for that I understand maybe this is the idea of what's happening. I'm just actually taking a construct and now it's like my wants actually. So perhaps we can build palaces of who we are and what is our values and what we want. So we take all the, there is all the work of like, we live in a time that every person in the world is exposed now to Tony Robbins. Every person, it's not, and they have the coaches and they many people, they repeat this information again and again, and people hear it at home and they know it. And people already they heard the advices. But what we do with that? So we hear we should be happy, and we hear we do that. And my responsibility is not to be a victim. And there are so many frameworks, and we have a ton of advices. What we do with that? How we actually, in the age of the internet, when everything is accessible, what we do with information? So we file it on the computer. So the 5 steps that Tony Robbins give for something, do we file it on the computer, and what we do with that? So I started to understand that perhaps it's about like embodying information, and the main work that need to be done is not getting more information, it's actually embodying the information and actually uploading it to us. And with the time, when we upload these networks of information, with the time, you're creating habits in your thinking. So when you're visiting these networks, you're creating habits, and things happen in a different way. Things start to change when you're actually working directly and constructing these networks.